Well, here we go, folks, working on the Prius. I don't know what year, I think it's 17. It's already up on the lift. This wheel bearing is smoked. And I'm not talking about the noise you hear from the brake pads rubbing on the rotor, but she's growling pretty good going down the road. And the ABS light, slip light, and every other light in the dash is on. And we have some very erratic wheel speed signal coming from this wheel. So we're doing the no diagnosis parts swap out. What do I mean by that? I mean this wheel bearing's bad. She's growling. She's making all kinds of racket. And we have a code for this wheel, the wheel speed sensor. Erratic wheel speed, rather. You can see it all over the place when you drive. So I guess what I'm getting at is I didn't diagnose anything. We're fixing the problem that we know is wrong. And if it cures the ABS as well, even better. So it looks like we need a 17 mil. We're gonna bust this caliper off. Now the other thing I did do, I see it's got new caliper, new rotors, new everything on this side, and I assume it's because it's chewing up the inside brake pad like crazy. Now in these Priuses, when this backing plate is gone, you'll see this on Subarus too, and some Hondas, when this little tin shield is gone, this thing will eat brakes about every 5,000 to 8,000 miles, and that's no joke. That side over there still has the tin shield on it and doesn't have any new components. I'm assuming that somebody is doing some big fat guessing over here, calipers and pads, figuring out why in the heck is this thing chewing up brakes. But in our environment, we see so much dirt and salt and crap from the roads. If that inner shield is gone, these things will absolutely waste that inside brake pad. It's pretty bizarre how fast it'll chew it up. So I guess what I'm getting at is we're going to put a backing plate on it as well. There's that one. I'd move you where you could see, but that would involve raising the car up. And I just didn't feel like raising the car up yet. Sorry about that. Just pretend there's a guy taking off brake caliper bolts. We're going to leave the caliper attached right to the bracket if we can. I don't know if we can because I don't know if we have enough parking brake cable. But we're going to do our best. That's all you can ask, right? Oh, we survived Stormageddon. All right, that's the big one, as they called it. I don't think they called it that, but wow, the fear mongering of social media in the big storm. They used quite a few terrifying adjectives to describe it, including but not limited to catastrophic and devastating. One of the most devastating storms to ever strike the Northeast, with catastrophic damage. That's what they claimed. That's what was gonna happen. So people flipped out. There were fights at the local grocery store, completely wiped out the shelves. It's kind of comical. And then, and then we got 8 to 12 inches of the fluffiest, easiest to deal with snow, just like we always do every single year during what I like to call winter time. It is amazing how people are influenced by social media in both good ways and bad ways. Mostly bad ways. It's like they've lost the ability to think. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, let's see what it takes to get this off. Looks like some bolts on the backside. I already have it unplugged because even though I told you I didn't do any diagnosing, I did the visual inspection. These Toyotas inside this connector are notorious for breaking the wire. It's weird. So this is like an anti-strain connector. The wire goes in it and it loops around in an S shape and then goes into the back of the female half here. So pretty standard stuff. But for some reason, where these things bend around in a little hula hoop here, they always tend to break. So anytime I get a Toyota in with erratic wheel speed, usually it's a sensor circuit code. There we go. Use your words. A circuit code. This is the first place I look. Now this wheel speed sensor worked, but as I picked up free, as I picked up speed, you would see the wheel speed signal dropping out, almost like a damaged magnet. So what I did at that point is I took a big screwdriver, ripped the rusty cover off the back, and didn't see anything on the magnet. So it could be because the speed sensor sits on the back of the bearing in a metal cage, and it was super, super rusty, and it may have been pulling away, kind of losing signal. Who knows? Nobody really knows. All I know is active wheel speed sensors are a pain in the hoo-ha to diagnose, and the moment I brought it in, I just didn't feel like doing any more than this. We know the bearing's bad. There's all my excuses, all one shot. There's one. 14 mil back here. There's two. Easy. Oh yeah. Whoa. You don't want to round it off. So don't. Don't do what you don't want to do. But it looks like it fits good. That should probably work good enough. Nope. See if we can't get up on it. Get down on it. We're gonna need some other kind of action. Definitely not involving this extension swivel combo. Oh, we're in now, son. We're probably gonna have enough pizzazz in our little gun now. Nope. Let's do the no mercy reversey. Let's see. Gonna have to give it the old fashioned. Take the one extension off. We'll get up in here like this. Wasn't even that tight. Even though when I push it on it, it's just a reflex, I guess, muscle memory. Okay, here we go. Come on, get in there. Here we go. There we go. That was easy. You guys probably can't see anything anyhow. Anywho, okay, let's go smash the crap out of this thing. Oh, it's very nice. And then we wait. Everything's cleaned up. I do have the new backing plate here. That's a Toyota number on there. If you need that, of course it's upside down. Look it up anyways. 47882-47010. But we don't have a bearing. Supposedly, allegedly, it's on its way here from Toyota. They dropped that off over the weekend when we weren't here. So I found that laying out in my driveway, which is great, good. And then here's the old bearing, there's the back of it. You can see where I went up in there with a screwdriver. Peeled her up to have a look at the magnet. Didn't see any big hunk of chunks missing off it. But like I say, this thing's obviously is a little bit rusty. I don't know. But again, you know, there's no sense in actual doing real troubleshooting if we have a bearing that we know is loud and noisy and whatnot and what have you. So as soon as Toyota shows up with us, we'll get her done. Well, I walked away from this job for far too long. Before in the afternoon. Toyota did show up. Toyota Motors. It's a 450-76-021. Hub and bearing assembly, it says. Totally missed a crack. There we go. Got her that time. Going OEM. Although I don't have issues with Napper wheel bearings. Now this is made by Aisin. You can see right on it, A-I-S-I-N. Napper does sell Aisin bearings as well, but usually have to order them. I didn't see the option for any time in the next few days to get one for this little guy, so that's why we went OE. But Aisin is a good choice. The Napa SKF bearings we've had fantastic success with for many, many years. Many years, we'll say. Whoa, I shot my wad all over that thing. Let's see here. See if we can salvage some of this. We don't need very much, using a little bit of the orange Loctite here. There we go. Bigger the glob, better the job. I think that's what they say. So we're good there. Now keep that from wiggling loose. And I think these are around 66 pound-feet of torque. Let's get it slid in there. Even though it slid out pretty easily. What way does this go? Like this? I'm guessing. Something like that. That should work. Even though it slid out pretty, not a lot of purchase on these. You know what I mean? There we go. So usually the bearing won't be stuck so bad. I'm gonna set up like this. There we go. Connector, what way was it facing? Down? Right? Oh man, now I'm questioning myself. Look at the other side, ding dong. Over there, it's facing up. I may or may not go in more than one way. Let's see what the connector says. Connector goes that way. Yep, she's facing up. Connector goes towards the top. It may only fit one way. The whole spacing might be off. I would be surprised if it went more than one way. Now the old 3-bolt General Motors front bearings, you can put them in 3 different ways. You see them things come in all the time with the wire coming out the bottom, always cut in half by the dang CV axle, you know. Gotta lean back far enough that I can see. Kind of dark down here. I think we can just do it by feel though, if I'm being honest. Won't be our first time. Well, I thought I had this one close, but apparently not. Well, that seems all good and well. Get our connector back over here. There, that's plugged up. Plug it up. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll spritz it down. I wasn't gonna until we verified that it's all good to go. Because we still don't know if this is the problem with the ABS or not. We're gonna take chances. Live life, take chances. There, she's all spritzed down. I keep it from rotting off for the life of the vehicle. Oh, we'll take our caliper bolt, see if we can very carefully put the Loctite on those. Just a little bit. Been using the orange a lot. I like the orange Loctite. Holds like red, releases like blue. Again, we don't know if any of those statements are true. Now, of course, we whizzy-wheeled out the back of the rotor. This is just flash rust. You can see the rotors. You can still see the crosshatch in it. That means it's still got good compression. Spritzed her down on the inside, not on the outside. We're gonna slip it up in there just in case it doesn't have enough throw. Come on! Just very gingerly stick that over like that. And sometimes you need to start it on the disc if you're not pulling off the, you know, the brake caliper or the, oh come on man, you know, the what you call it, parking brake cable. If you're not taking that off, sometimes you don't have enough room to do a full pull-out game with it. Well, none of the bolts start, so I'm giving up. I'll try the bottom one. I may actually have to, you know, go get a light. Possibly some glasses. Wish ZZ Top would come back out with a song. Go get yourself some reading glasses. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a great song. It'd be a good parody to a song anyways. Man, I already got lyrics in my head. It's a good thing I can't sing or play an instrument. I make up parodies to just about every song I've ever heard. So these are torqued down to 70 something, 77. Of course, in order to do that, we're gonna have to remove the caliper, cables and all that stuff to get this thing out where we can torque it to factory spec, which we will. We'll probably end up doing this one off camera. By the way, just FYI, I don't want to bore you with the details. And let's take her for a toot after I disassemble this. Get everything torqued. I'm going to put the wheel on it. Obviously, we're going to torque that to factory specs as we always do. And let's go for a little shakedown and see, is it fixed or do we need to do some more? Watch out, we're backing up. Alright, let's see here. That the old Prius will make it. Off to the races. Looks like everything's working good. I did screenshot the last time that I drove this because I didn't have you folks with me. I know you weren't going to believe me, so I took a screenshot. I think I did a record. I think I actually recorded it so I can show you what was going on. Had the classic telltale marks of a broken magnet, but I was really surprised. I don't have any magnetic viewing film. I should buy some. It's only a couple bucks. But I just popped out and thought for sure I was going to see that magnet strip broken. Alright, let's go. Come on, baby. Get some traction. There we go. I don't know how people drive on bald tires. I couldn't imagine living in this climate and driving on banana peels. take off, we had some wheel slippy. So how much snow did you guys get from Snowmageddon, or whatever they called it? It's supposed to be some post-apocalyptic superstorm. Man. Well, come on, stop, baby. Oh, we ain't stopping. All right, let's California coast that one. This thing's got 4 banana peels for tires. Probably can't even stop right here. Ready? No, that's full brake applied. Can you imagine? You imagine driving this every day? You can't go, and these roads are clear. Cannot stop. Driving these things every day. You can't go 5 miles an hour. You can't stop. You can't take off. You can't pull out in traffic. Like, gosh, I don't know. But more often than not, man, if I'm working on a car, if the battery ain't dead, the tires are bald. Alright, let's see here. Let's end this. I'm finished. Let me go back and show you. Let's see, where were we? I don't record much, so I think it's in here. No, stop it. Vehicle history, images, PDFs, review data. That's the only thing I've got. Review it. Graph merge. This is from when I drove it the other day. Let's take off here. So we're cruising down the road. You can see the green trace. Let's hit play. The green trace is the left rear wheel. I'm driving along. Looks like we're doing about 40 something, and you can see these constant dropouts and glitches. Must have been doing some kind of crazy burnout there. I don't know what I was doing. Probably trying to take off on snow. But you can see the other 3 wheel speed signals are working good, but that left rear, like I say, she had a little hitch in her giddy up. So that's that cool feature on the old Autel. You can record with it. Very useful function. Better shut this thing. Shut her down. Oh, what was the mileage? 103. 103, 260. Gotta be able to give that to the boss lady. Okay, that's it, I guess. Yeah, I don't understand the whole bald tire scene, or the all-season tire scene. Because around here, I mean, we get snow. We get a lot of snow. And it's a pain, man. It's a pain to drive in if you have crappy tires. If you have good tires, you put good snow tires on a front-wheel drive car, they're unstoppable. I mean, they're better than a four-wheel drive truck in most cases. You know, especially, well, it's not fair. You know, if you have like a Subaru, you take a Subaru and run a Subaru around here with, you know, with 4 snow tires on it, you can climb a mountain. But even a standard, even a little car like this, you know, running snow tires, all 4 corners, you put snow tires on the front, forget about it. You're going to do some fun stuff on the freeway. You know, we get some people come in, they'll still want just snows on the front. And then, you know, granted, you're going to see a lot of people in the comments saying that's all they do. They've never had an issue. And that's true. You can run snow tires just on the front of your front wheel drive, but you better have some decent tires on the back. Now, if you got banana peels on the back and you just want to put 4 or 2, you know, gumbo mutter friggin' snows on the front, hang on, because the first time you get going, you let off the throttle, the ass end of this car is coming around 100%. And they're straight up scary to drive with good traction on the front and bald tires in the back, because the front just, it overtakes it. You know, the traction is so good. You know, you just let off the gas, you go around a corner. I mean, they're a train wreck. It's better to drive it with 4 bald tires than it is, you know, 2 good ones on the front, as stupid as that sounds. But, and, you know, these are all just strictly my opinion. And I'm in the business of selling tires. But that's neither here nor there. It's my least favorite thing to sell. It's just a fun fact. It is the least profitable thing to sell in the shop. There is not much of a margin on tires. Almost not worth it if you're not doing high volume, which we don't do. You know, we only do, I don't know, well, put it this way, in our Continental program, because I'm a Continental general dealer, I have to maintain 400 units a year to, you know, maintain, not the franchise, but to be able to be in with the in crowd and get all their extra discounts and their swag, you know, their shirts and stuff like that. Bunch of nonsense stuff. You get a couple dollars off a tire, but so we sell about 600 tires a year, and it's just me and Josh. So we're pretty small potatoes, but I don't know where I was going with that. Anyhow, I'm gonna go inside, see what's up with Mrs. O. Why don't you guys tell me what's up down in that comment section? Let me know what you think about the whole snow tire thing. Do you run snow tires? Do you run all-weather tires? Great choice if you do. Or are you just an all-season guy, or are you just a banana peels guy, or are you a banana peels and super diggers on the front kind of guy? There's all kinds of guys out there. Insty, Facebook. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.